Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am K.R. Reddy. I am going to tell you the method of representing or denoting numbers using our 10 fingers. I am going to use binary system. In binary system, we use only two digits, that is 0 and 1. If we fold one finger, that is to be taken as 0, and if we open a finger, that is to be taken as 1. Using this 0 and 1, that is means folding fingers, opened fingers, we can represent up to 1023 using our 10 fingers. You see how I am going to explain the method. You see these are 2 to the power of n numbers, that is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, like that they are 2 to the power of n numbers. That means 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 2 square 4, 2 cube 8, 2 to the power of 4 16, 2 to the power of 5 32, 2 to the power of 6 64, etc. See, Mn means Mersenne numbers. Mersenne numbers are 1 less than the 2 to the power of n numbers. That is 2 to the power of n minus 1 type of numbers are called Mersenne numbers. So these are Mersenne numbers 1, 3, 7, 15, 31, 63, etc. That is, they are 1 less than these numbers. Again, if 1 is subtracted from Mersenne numbers, these are the numbers. Here I am going to subtract 2 from Mersenne numbers. Here I am going to add 1 to the power of 2 to the power of n numbers, and here I am going to add 2 to the 2 to the power of n numbers, like that. See, let us take this number as 1. First finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. This is sixth finger, seventh finger, eighth finger, ninth finger, 10th finger. If I fold all the fingers, that represents 0. If I open this finger, this is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. We can represent like that. So Mersenne, now I am going to represent Mersenne numbers. If I open this finger, that is 1. If I open these 2 fingers, it is 3. If I open these 3 fingers, it is 7. If I open these 4 fingers, it is 15. If I open the 5 fingers, it is 31. If I open these 6 fingers, it is 63. If I open these 7 fingers, it is 127. If I open this 8 fingers, that is 255. If I open the 9 fingers, that is 511. If I open all the fingers, it represents 1023. The third row numbers are 1 less than Mersenne numbers. That means 2 is 1 less than 3, 6 is 1 less than 7, etc. So, to represent these numbers, you open fingers for these Mersenne numbers and fold this finger which represents 1. That is, we are subtracting 1 from Mersenne numbers. For example, you see, to represent the 0, this represents 1. If you fold this, 1 minus 1, 0. These 2 fingers represents 3. If you fold this finger, this represents 2. These 3 fingers represents 7. If you fold this finger, that represents 6. These 4 fingers, if opened, represents 15. To represent 14, we have to fold this finger. Always open for Mn numbers and from this fold from that this finger, then the other fingers represents these numbers of this row. And Mn minus 2, these 4th row numbers are 2 less than Mersenne numbers. So, what you have to do is open for Mersenne numbers and then fold this second finger only from that. Open for Mersenne numbers and this finger represents 2. That means you have to fold this one from them. So, these numbers are represented like that. Now, these row numbers are 1 more than 2 to the power of n numbers. 2 to the power of n numbers you know how to represent. To add 1, you have to open this finger. First, open for these 2 to the power of n numbers and then to add 1, you again open this one for that. That means you see, this finger represents 2. To make it 3, open this finger. This finger represents 4. To make it 5, open this finger. This finger represents 8. To make it 9, open this finger. This finger represents 16. To represent 17, you open this finger. Like that, these row numbers you can denote. Coming to these numbers, open these row numbers are 2 more than 2 to the power of n numbers. To represent these numbers, you open for this 2 to the power of n numbers and to add 2, you open this finger extra. If you open this finger extra, 2 is added to this 2 to the power of n numbers like that. Certain numbers you can do like that. You can go on 2 to the power of n plus 3 numbers, 2 to the power of n plus 4 numbers. You can make this like also mn minus 1, mn minus 2 I have taught, mn minus 3, mn minus 4 also you can do. Suppose you want one particular number, suppose 89. 89 can be written as the sum of certain these 2 to the power of n numbers. Any number if you want, you can write that number as the sum of 2 to the power of n numbers. For example, 89 can be written as 64 plus 16 plus 8 plus 1. 64, 16, 8 and 1. So, you open which fingers represent 64, 16, 8 and 1, then it shows 89. 101 means 64 plus 32 plus 4. You open the fingers which represent 64, which represents 32 and which represents 4. These three fingers if you open, that represents 101. This is 260. 260 can be written as 256 plus 4. To represent 260, you open the two fingers, one which represents 256 and the other which represents 4. Like that, any number up to 1023 you can represent using the fingers using binary system. So, thank you for watching and listening.